Welcome back, people of the world. Matty Matt is rolling mobile big time today. How are you, Matt?
Rolling mobile. Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing real well. We've got the topic of somebody, not something. You want to
Yep.
break that down real quick?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll definitely break that down. I gotta say though, man, for you people that don't live in Florida, I mean it's 70, 75, 77 degrees, light breeze, unfreaking real. Uh, dude, I love it here. I love life. It's amazing. But yeah, I can break that down. Somebody, not something. So I was doing some just a little soul searching a little bit. And I was just having some dialogue, some little bit of masterminding. And I apologize. We are mobile today. I work every once in a while, but no. It's just one of those things where I still want to maintain the consistency, be on somebody's lunch break, hopefully bless their day. But something I want to talk about, somebody, not something. So something I was searching about, and I definitely, vulnerability is so key to me, so big, and I just been dialoguing, and I'm very, very open with everyone about how passionate I am about my wife and about my family and my purpose and my vision and my why, right? But the one thing that I have done in my search as far as why I just invest so much, right? Invest so much into my wife and my family, but specifically my wife. I just want to empower her. Is a lot of us as guys, we struggle, right? We struggle with the um, just the alpha within us. I was talking about that. What's your alpha image? Couple podcasts ago. What's your alpha image? What's it look like to you? And so I want to even go in a little bit to dig down. I want to double down in that. As an alpha, we think we're overcomers, right? We're gonna get in there, and that by nature, that's how I am, right? I want to win. I want to everything about me. I just want to win, win, win. I want to be a winner, and I think that's it's definitely not a bad thing, and something we definitely have been conditioned to think that way. But I want to relate it specifically to women. Dad of three girls, and you can call me all day. You can call me a feminist, and I am, man. I'm a feminist at heart. I love my girls. And the one thing that I just want to bring it up is that a lot of guys, think of women as something. They don't think of them as somebody, and that's where I pivot my mind. Right. My wife is somebody. She's an alpha, and she's gonna run alongside me, and we're gonna do life together. She's not gonna be in my rear view. She's my day one. She's my ride or die. She's my girl, and I want to empower that. Right? I want to empower that within her. I want her to just feel how passionate I am about her every day. And I can still be an alpha, but that's my alpha image. She's my ride or die. She's right there with me. Um, and I just want to encourage everyone out there, right? Start changing your mind on what women are. You know, there's somebody. Empower them. They are just awesome human beings that have intellect, probably more intellect than the capacity that I could even hold together. They have just so. My wife is just so smart, and I know so many other women that are just incredible. Just thinking, I was talking with my buddy Pat, so shout out. He is an incredible wife, so intelligent, so smart, and that's how we operate, man. That's who I surround myself with. Surround yourself with people that are going to level your relationship up, level your marriage up, and have that same type of focus on really creating value within your family. I just, for me, I treat my girls and my wife and every woman that I encounter like somebody, not something. They're not something. They're somebody. Um, and they have so much to give and so much to offer. And granted, like I'm gonna tell you point blank, I struggle. I struggle with the lust of the eyes and the beauty of this world. Right? There's a lot that goes into it. But I'm talking specifically to the male out there. How do you redirect that? What's your pivot on a daily basis? What does that look like to you on when you come and you're going through the course of life, and you're just acting with lustful interests, right? Your mentality, your mind is just like, I'm gonna take that down. I'm gonna, every disgraceful thing that you can look at a woman about, right? So how are you coming at each day that says, hey, how do I redirect that? How do I pivot my mind where I am looking at a woman and she's somebody, she's not just something. She's not something I'm trying to take down. She is somebody. And that's ultimately when you're going to find true love, right? I think true love, comes when you treat people in general, but you treat them as somebody. I'm just thinking even this, racial discrimination that we have going on right now in Georgia, and how that's kind of, that's being played out, right? I'm glad these men got arrested, but my wife had to sit down. My wife's so passionate. I love her. She sat down my 4-year-old, and she's like, "Let me teach you about racial discrimination and how awful it is, and how we need to treat people as somebody's, not some things." And I don't care what people think, and if they're gonna test my message, and if it comes off this maybe too Christian sometimes, but what I choose to do, yeah, do I abide? Do I look on how the Father is leading me? Without a doubt, I got Jesus in my heart. So I'll tell you that point blank. You don't have to be spiritual to think the way I do, though. That's I want to treat somebody as somebody, not somebody as something. And so I just want to go out there and encourage. I'm not looking to get like all heated. I know I'm mobile right now, but specifically just for women, I know I brought up the racial discrimination too, and that just it's really big within our family. And it's something that I want to teach my children, right? Is that everybody's a somebody, and we need to love people where they're at, and it takes a lot sometimes. It takes a lot of love, but it doesn't matter where you're at. That people need to be treated as somebody. So that's my little soapbox today. I just I always look to ways to empower my wife, and I just look to engage with her on another level. And we've taken our relationship to another level, and I love her so much for it. But I treat her as somebody, and that's what is the true success in our relationship. Is that no matter the struggles that I have in this world, is that it's a pivot, it's a small redirect. Our mind is sharp. We have the choice. We have the choice to make that redirect and treat people as somebody. So that's all I got, Pat. We here reap the harvest, and hope you guys get something out of these little lunch power punches.
It's a beautiful
But
thing. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, man, I think you're onto something with that. I think the only reason why I've even survived doing this entertainment and production and all of that is because I treat everybody like they're somebody. Everybody. I don't care if it's the janitor cleaning the bathrooms at the gym, or if it's the guy who comes to change the toilet paper rolls at the bar music venues I used to play at, or whatever. I knew everybody. The cooks, the bartenders, the servers, the customers that came in at 9, 10, and 11 on the patio. I knew everybody.
everybody.
And so I think there's a magic to that. When you really care about people, people pick up on that. And, a little, when you're full of SHIT, there's one for Mama Tack, censorship for Mama Tack. People pick up on that. And that's why we want to be as real, but that's why we want to be as real as possible on the show 3, 6, 9, 12 months from now, when people are looking to do business with a capital company, or they're looking to work with somebody who's honest in real estate, or build their own show, or whatever. They want to make sure that they're dealing with somebody who's been consistently caring about others. And that's the whole point of us doing more of these every week, rather than, a certain amount every month at a longer time. So everybody is somebody, man. And I think that I know personally some people got their feelings hurt, and that's normal when their businesses were deemed non-essential.
Yeah.
I think that made people feel like, maybe my business is worthless. Maybe what I do isn't that important. And I think that, yeah, we got to be safe. And I understand that whole scenario, but I think that mentally that affected people negatively. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to feel.
What's the pivot? I go back to something I learned from Tim Bratz, and he just said it so well. And I'd said, Hershey's chocolate. I don't know if I had mentioned the analogy of Hershey's chocolate in a prior
Oh yeah,
episode.
that was a good one.
It's what's your pivot? What's that small angle that you can take? We're going through that in a couple things right now, but how do you put almonds in your chocolate? Where in life can you put almonds in your chocolate? That little dap of positivity or whatever it might be. Positivity is just nourishment to the bones. That's what I say. That's
Right.
going to be my line. Positivity is nourishment to the bones, and I always try to stay positive. And take every angle that has a silver lining. But how are we right now? I mean, I'm not, a number of things happened to me, and we had to pivot. We had to put almonds in our chocolate. So how are we putting our almonds in our chocolate?
Yeah, I agree. I think that there's a time and a place for everything, and I think that pivoting and adapting, that's part of the reason why I made some shifts a few years ago to more of a digital model. I still love doing live events. We met at a live event, a great live event, and Real Advisors had to pivot. They're doing a lot of virtual events now, and they found a way to make that system successful for them. So
Absolutely.
if you're a salon, if you're a restaurant, there's a restaurant out here in Texas. Here's a prime example of adding almonds to the chocolate.
Yeah.
Their restaurant was closed, so they made this mobile booze-mobile concept where you order food and they drive around the neighborhood playing music so the kids can dance on their driveways and still social distance, and then deliver you your food and your drinks.
It's amazing. Love
and
it.
They have the original Blues Brothers truck, like the little car, the Blues Brothers car that drives around, and they got like the Dallas Cowboys DJ on the back jamming like beats and stuff, and they deliver everybody their food. So while their main restaurant eating area was closed, they were still finding ways to develop new customer relationships by creating a mobile food truck. Pretty intelligent.
Love it. The creativity is something.
They definitely added some almonds to the chocolate on that one.
Almonds to the chocolate. I love it.
So,
well, all right. I hope we bless somebody's happy hour, little lunch hour action. But we out. I got to go.
Later, dude. Kill it.
You guys have a blessed day. Reap the harvest. Follow me on Instagram at official Matt Tech, and get me on Facebook too, Matt Tech. Follow me, please.
Let's do it,
if you
y'all.
Like